Who would have said going in that All Elite Wrestling, the wrestling promotion supposedly run by the wrestlers, would be a lot of gaga nonsense, except for the main event guys. And NXT, the promotion run, whether directly or indirectly, by Vince McMahon, would channel Mid-South Wrestling. With not only great matches and championship match on television, but a fucking hot angle with the heel standing tall afterwards, and a fucking redemption story of a guy coming back from surgery to fucking compete for the title again. NXT was Mid-South Wrestling, and All Elite was 2000 WCW with fucking less talent.
Yeah, I'm sick of hearing that AEW, it's like Mid-South Wrestling, sports-based. No, it's not.
What?
None of that shit.
That's what we were. We were sold a bill of goods, ladies and gentlemen. But I wasn't sold a bill of goods because I warned you. It's only a sports-based presentation if the wrestlers involved can present a sports-based presentation. And I knew as soon as I heard everybody involved but Cody Rhodes that was a hopeless fucking optimistic dream. And the prophecy is coming true.
We've talked so much about AEW, their executives, Tony Khan, and just the brain trust over there. Now that you've watched 4 weeks in a row of NXT TV for the first time ever, what do you think of what Paul Levesque and his team are doing?
Well, it's exactly what they are. They're not winning in the ratings yet. It's only been a few weeks. They will eventually, folks, because make no mistake about it. Vince McMahon's going to win this fucking war. I'm sorry. Now, if he had decided not to make it a war and instead just make a great wrestling promotion and not just get up and try to piss in Vince's post toasties, then there could be a future here. But instead, they've come out and said, we're going to change the world. Well, guess what? Ain't a lot of people in the world ready for your changes, boys, because it don't make any fucking sense. You're up against a billionaire who has a limitless pool of talent. He can bring any guest star from Fox Television, from the SmackDown show that he wants to bring to NXT, but they're just going to do a good wrestling show exposing their fucking talent that have been highly trained and fucking drilled in this. And they do a great television program. And if they stay within a couple of 100,000 people of All Elite Wrestling with everybody on their roster doing the best they can, this is the C-team show hanging in a competitive fight with the best they got. So I don't, that was what, when I first heard about this and that it was just a foregone conclusion, we're going to get on TNT and it's going to be great. And there's no contest to this because people are ready for a change. There was no thought, boy, this is going to be an uphill fight, or boy, we got our work cut out for us, or boy, things could go wrong. No, it was just overconfidence if I'd had Cowboy Bill Watts and Eddie Graham and fucking Dusty Rhodes and goddamn Jack Briscoe and a few others running my company, I would have been overconfident to the moon. With the people that I heard being spoken about, I had no reason to see anybody to be overconfident, and my prophecy is coming true. They got to stop giving their friends jobs. They got to realize that this indie outlaw bullshit, video game mud show bullshit is going to wear off quick with a fad audience, because you're not appealing to wrestling fans that will watch this shit through thick and thin. With a lot of this stuff, you're appealing to these goofs on the internet that are going to find the next hula hoop or shiny object to distract their attention when the fad is over with. And all the silliness does, and all the fucking constant bumps and moves without any context or semblance of contest, all that stuff does is numb the audience to when the main event guys with talent do it. And it just diminishes everything. They don't know how to get people over yet because they're trying to get people that visually are never going to get over to begin with over by doing a bunch of shit, rather than getting their core of quality talent over by having them drub the shit out of all these guys that look like shit. So I don't know.
More Jericho, more Cody, and more of their, associate. And, I mean, by the way, we brought up promos earlier.
Or just let one of them book the whole goddamn thing.
We brought up promos earlier, Jim. How many promos has MJF done on TV so far?
What the fuck? When he was walking to the ring once.
Once?
He could talk for 10 fucking minutes. Give him a segment. Give him an interview. Give him a Piper's Pit. Give him something that at least we could look forward to every week on this program. That when all else fails, at least it was worth it.
Yeah, I'm not going to YouTube to see your character development. Put it on fucking TV.
You can't fucking tell me that they couldn't figure out. You can't advertise an angle, right? So they couldn't advertise, hey, guess what? We're going to have a fight in the concourse. But you could advertise MJF will be face-to-face with so-and-so. And give me a reason to watch that. I don't know. Anyway, very good idea.
This thing, no promos. Just every match has to go at least one commercial break, and no one talks. And the Cody Jericho segment was so dynamic. It was so great. The fans ate it up. It was done perfectly. Jericho was hysterical during a commercial break where he's on the little screen and he's just hamming it up with the ticket in front of the camera. But then
the only time I ever watch the picture-in-picture is when Jericho's on it, not when a match is going on. But anyway, all right. We got one more week, and then we're going to evaluate whether we're going to keep doing this every week or not. I can already tell you I'm going to keep watching NXT, but they're making it difficult for me over on the other side of the fence.